Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. My name is Katie and I am a fourth year first grade teacher and I'm so glad you're here for today's video. Today is going to be the second part of a week in my life vlog. So if you've missed the first part, I will link it above in the cards, but today starts part 2. Today's going to be an interesting day because I'm taking a half day today. I have a dentist appointment and it's at 1 o'clock. And so I was like, you know what? We're just gonna use time. Well, I have to use time because I can't just go at 1 o'clock. So I was like, we're just gonna take a half day and we'll enjoy it. I really don't care for the dentist a whole lot. I haven't had great experiences. I don't have a good dental track record per se. And the last time I went to the dentist, like just for a cleaning, they found a cavity that then turned into like infection and I had to get a root canal. So that was a fun time last year in December. I guess not this past December, but the year before at my last school, because I ended up having to get like an emergency root canal procedure on a Monday. And so I had to take an emergency sub day, and it was the first time I'd ever had an emergency sub day. And it was in the middle of Elf on a Shelf craziness during Christmas. So that was a great time. But I'm hoping today things will be better. I brush, I floss, I do all the things. They say it's like genetic, like cavities, not completely genetic, obviously, but like some people are more prone to get them than others. So we'll see. So I'm really nervous, and this is a new dentist because I've moved. So I'm super duper nervous. But I get to leave today at 11:30, which is lunchtime for my kiddos. And I was like, this is gonna be a dream because my favorite part of the day is our morning rotations for small groups. And then they'll go to specials, and then we have our media center visit, and then they go to lunch. And so I'm like, well, I get to do like the easiest parts of the day today and then leave sub plans for the rest. So I'm actually pretty glad that I decided to schedule it for today and to take this half day. It's also my practicum students' last day, so I have their gifts ready if you want to see when I'm getting them for their gifts. Again, I linked the first part of the video up in the cards, or you can check it out on my channel, because I put together like a little gift to give them in a basket, and it's really cute. My students did cards to put inside yesterday, so I know they're really excited to deliver those baskets to them. As far as things that I want to get done today, there's not a lot. I'm kind of chilling. I might go cut my math journal questions for tomorrow. That way, when I leave at lunch, I can walk back in tomorrow morning and feel like I've got everything done. I also need to swing by the front office because tomorrow's picture day, and I think we have flyers that need to go home with the students, so I've got to do that now. Since I'm going to be gone later today, I need to go ahead and put those in their mailboxes. And let's see if there's anything else. That might be it. That might be it. So I'm going to go up to the office, get those flyers, pass it out, and then I'm going to rock through my morning, and I will check in with you guys later today. All right, here's what my sub plans look like. I just take them through the day with a little blurb about what they do: lunch, recess, SOAR, snack, math. I discovered it's way easier to make sub plans for a half day than it is a whole day. Science and social studies, computer lab, pack up, and dismissal. Thank you for watching. A place for notes. And then I have everything paper clipped and ready to go. So my worksheets for SOAR, all my worksheets for math, my worksheet for science, and that's it. So that'll take them to the end of the day. Okay, I just got home. I left at lunchtime, which was actually pretty nice. And I almost made it like all the way home before lunchtime was over. Stopped by the post office to run some errands. Now I'm home. I'm gonna change into comfortable clothes because the dentist is already stressful enough, so why not just dress comfy? I'm gonna start some laundry because I have some laundry to do, and then head out to the dentist. So wish me luck. Good morning, it's Thursday. I am here at school, and I never picked up the camera again yesterday after the dentist's office because bad news at the dentist, so let's just leave it at that, and I have to take another day off next weekend to go get some work done. So I drowned my sorrows yesterday in productivity at home. I did laundry, I did dishes, I worked on some YouTube stuff, I took my nails off and they look ratchet today, but I finally took them off because I had time to sit down and do it. and they were popping off and like peeling on the sides, and my hair was getting caught under them, so it was driving me nuts. And then I worked on the first module of my reading competency class to work for my reading endorsement for the state of Florida. And yeah, and then today, I don't know if you can hear it outside, but it is currently pouring down rain. We are under a flash flood watch, a tornado warning, or tornado watch, and something else, high wind advisory, all the things. All of the neighboring districts around us closed for the day, and they closed last night. So I was just kind of waiting. I was like, how nice would it be if we closed for the day, and then I got a day to get caught up on lesson planning at home and to work on some of that Reading Academy stuff and just to sleep. And so I kind of got my hopes up, and here we are. We did not get school canceled. We are like the only district in this surrounding area that is here, and it's currently flooding. I did make it in right before the rain started. Like, I parked my car. There was not a lot of rain the whole drive in. I parked it. I popped my trunk to get my stuff, and the bottom fell out. So I like ran inside. So my dress is a little wet. My jacket, my backpack are a little wet, but now it's pouring. And so I'm really glad I wasn't driving in that, and I'm glad I come early. So I'm checking out what my sub notes look like yesterday. There's just like a pile and a heap of papers on my desk, and I don't know what they're for. It looks like they did some of the work that I left, not all of it, which is fine if I didn't get to all of it. But yeah, so that's what we've got going on. I'm gonna look through all these sub notes, get my classroom ready. Today is picture day. Lovely, lovely weather for picture day. I don't even know if all my kids are gonna be here, because there may be some that like don't wanna drive out in this. And there are parents that work in like different districts, and I don't know. So they may not even all be here for our class picture, but we're here, and I don't even know if the picture people are coming. So we'll find out about that. But if the picture people are here, our pictures are supposed to be at 8:45, which is right in the middle of when we start our center rotations. So we will do all of our usual morning meeting stuff, and then at 8:45, we'll go down to the media center. We'll take our photo, we'll come back, and my plan is just to start rotations and maybe do like the first 2, and then after they come back from special area, do the second 2, and then do whatever time we have left. We can work on like whole group slide stuff, and just see what we get to, because I don't want to rush small groups, and I don't have enough time in that second block to do all of it. So I think we'll just cut it in half. They should be fine doing that, just kind of adjusting that way. And yeah, I'm ready for this week to be over. I'm so ready for this week to be over. That's all I've got. I will let you know what we get to today, what we've been working on, and I'll just check in later. Also, let the record state, another reason this is pretty terrible is because all of our hallways are outdoors. So as I was coming in, like the rain is blowing sideways into the hallway. So the yellow lines that we usually walk on to get everywhere in school are like soaked, and there's water flooding in. So anytime it's rainy and we have outdoor hallways, it's like really terrible. So I'm just not looking forward to it. I guess someone had some kind of M&M candy back here behind my teacher table. Here's my table. Because I haven't had any M&Ms, but I just rolled over it with my chair and crushed it into the carpet. So that's lovely. Also, check out my shoes. This was my solution today because it was pouring down rain and I didn't want to wear my other shoes and get them wet. So I just wore my Teva flip-flops in, and I'm going to keep them on for a while and then change to my shoes when school starts. And then this, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when you don't have a vacuum or a broom in your room. I literally just used Scotch tape to try to get all the pieces of that M&M off, and I got most of it, so that's good. We made it to the end of this crazy Thursday. The sun is shining. It was actually pretty mellow. I had a couple students out because of the weather, and they did reschedule picture day. And some of my students wore like the cutest outfits, and I had like one that cried because they canceled picture day. And I was like, it's okay. I wore my pretty dress today, and we'll just wear them again. We get to wear them again next month. So I tried to like hype it up. I was like, okay, I know we're upset, but there were so many students missing because of the weather that they didn't want to do like class pictures, which makes sense. So we had just like a completely normal day, like the first completely normal day we've had in a while. Let me show you some of the things that we did in reading. We kept practicing syllables. Tomorrow on Friday, instead of doing a spelling test, I'm gonna do a syllables assessment at my teacher table. I usually do like the spelling test and then free draw. So tomorrow we'll just do a syllables test and then free draw. So we practiced that a bunch today. We practiced syllables over and over and over again and practiced our sight words. Then during our whole group, we practiced syllables some more. And then we are working on feelings for our unit that we're tying in. We're kind of like integrating science, social studies, and ELA. So our unit right now, we're talking about feelings. So I used this wonderful book. It's called Today I Feel Silly and Other Moods That Make My Day by Jamie Lee Curtis. It's a great book. It's really cute. And we really focused on the features of the character while we read. So for example, on the first page I modeled for them and I read it for them, and it's about how she feels silly. Then I said, I can see her physical features, which means something about her that tells me that she's silly. I said, I can tell she's making a silly face, she's wearing silly makeup, and her hands are going like this, which is kind of silly. I said, those are the features on the character that tell us she's silly. So we kind of repeated that, and I said, what are the features that show you she's in a bad mood? And they talked about her arms and her eyebrows and her cheeks being all rosy. I will give you a warning. There are some things. She's really angry. There was a part that I forgot, and I read this last year, and then every time I get to this part, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that was in there. Here it is. Today, I am confused. My life's getting hairy. Sam says he's my boyfriend, but he also likes Mary. So they were all like, ew, boyfriend. I was like, yeah, I forgot that was in there. And there's another part too that says something about, here you go. Today, I am cranky. Nothing seems right. I have diarrhea. I can't even say it. I have diarrhea and I broke my new kite. So when I was reading that, needless to say, I said, today I'm cranky, nothing seems right, I don't feel good, and I broke my new kite. So I was like, we're not having a diarrhea conversation right now. But it worked out really well, and then I showed them our feelings chart with our conscious discipline feeling buddies on here, and our goal was to have students identify the first row, and so I covered up all the feelings, and I asked them, just like we did in the book, to tell me what features they see on the face and then to name the feeling, and they did it. They did a really good job. So that was fun. During our intervention time today, we worked on long vowel versus short vowel. This is the last week we're doing that. Next week, we're moving on to reading words and phrases, and then we're doing reading words and sentences, and then that'll take us to like the last couple weeks of school, and then I'm just gonna work on some fluency passages and texts, like whole text with them. But we did this today. It was from our Lexia, which is like a bunch of words. We had to sort it. Was it short A, short U, long A, long U? And I put it in this sleeve, which was genius, because then I could do it with every group during my intervention time, because I have all of the tier 2. And I didn't have to make a bunch of copies. And then tomorrow we're just gonna do the flip side. Now that they understand the directions, this side should go a lot quicker. So that's what we did in intervention. Math, we finally did our workbook pages where we did the comparisons with greater than and less than. I'd say they're at about like 70% mastery, just judging on how they did on their workbooks today. And then the friends who finished on time got to do the game that I mentioned in my last vlog, the greater than or less than game with a partner. But I was impressed. Most of them did pretty well for the most part. And then we just did computer lab to the end of the day. So that was our Thursday in a nutshell. It was not too terrible, not too shabby. I just changed the calendar to April, and I could not be more thrilled to have the April calendar up there, because that means it's April, and then May, and then summer. So we're getting really close. Hopefully April will fly by. I'm looking at it now, and we have 4 weeks of April, and the only day we get off is Good Friday. So, well, and I'm taking off next week to go to the dentist. Well, that's not like fun. Oh, I did those sub-plans too. I did do that during indoor recess. I was like, let's be productive. And so I made all the sub-plans. All I have to do, well, I made all the stacks like of papers and worksheets. All I have to do is go into the plan template and like tweak it to match that day and print it out, and then I'm ready to go. This morning, I spent a good bit of time after I got everything like set up for the day and went through my sub-plans and graded. I spent a good bit of time working on an anchor chart that I modeled off of one from Miss Call's Campers. If you don't follow her on Instagram and YouTube, you need to. I will link her in the cards. Go follow her. She's the greatest ideas, greatest anchor charts. That's where we got our Writing Superstar one that we use. And she has one that's like a how to draw people lesson. So tomorrow, what I plan on doing is we're gonna do the syllables and free draw. And then for a whole group, we gotta do a test because we're behind on tests. And then after that, we're gonna work on self-portraits. And I think we'll start them during reading, and then we'll continue them after, and I can push the math lesson back like a little bit if I need to. But I made the anchor chart, so I'll show it to you real quick. Mine is not nearly as cute as her by any means, but how to draw a person, step 1, the head, the body, the hands and the shoes, face and details, and then the different kinds of hair. I was a little sad because I'm out of big chart paper, and this one I like started to cut, but I figured I could use white or like clear tape behind it and still get this laminated and it'll be just fine. But there's our anchor chart. So we're gonna do a people drawing lesson tomorrow, and that'll be really great. And I'll see how they do on like their self-portraits. All I have to do is add at the bottom. I think I need to write add detail and color at the bottom, and then I might color in the letters up at the top. Okay, I added those 2 things at the bottom and colored in the letters, and I already think it looks so much better. Of course, hers is like beautiful and perfect because she projects it and traces it on her board. I don't really want to trace on a clear touch because I don't have a projector that I can use. So I just kind of like look at hers by hand and do them as best as I can. But she has that on her Instagram, so you can copy it if you want. Here's the Writing Superstar one. I have it on the back side. I'll flip this over. This one I took so much time on, and it matches hers like almost exactly. I tried to make it look just like hers. So she has awesome anchor charts. I'm excited to use this one tomorrow to teach my kids how to draw a person with a little more detail instead of just their circles. And I think we'll start by drawing ourselves, and then if we have more time tomorrow, I'll let them draw somebody else or draw a fiction character or whatever they'd like. Another fun thing I did today was flip to a new page in my planner. I now have the April calendar up, and I filled it in. Let me show you how cute this page is. I have a whole video on how I made my planner, and I purchased this from TPT. I will link the product below if you want it, but it was just a customizable calendar. But I love the April. It's all boho rainbows, so April is so cute, and it's got a quote up at the top, and I went ahead and filled in all my dates. I've just been using it in pencil because no reason to be super fancy. I have been enjoying my planner. I kind of took a hiatus from it in the fall and fell off the wagon. I have not been putting my plans in it like I had planned to because it's not sustainable for me this year, but I do love the calendar spread, and I just keep that on my desk at all times so I can always look back to it and refer to it. That is all I have for this Thursday. I'm going to go home, and then I'm coming back tomorrow, and thank goodness it will be Friday, and I'm already feeling that my hair's probably gonna be like up in a bun or a claw clip or something, and I'm gonna be looking cozy because that's just the vibe that I need for this Friday. All right, everyone, it is finally Friday. I'm excited to get the day started. It should be a very chill day. I'm just wearing a teacher tee with jeans and tennis shoes. I got my hair up in a clip. It's gonna be a chill day. It's gonna be a chill day. I'm just speaking that over our day. I already shared a little bit yesterday about what we're doing today, so I won't give you like the full rundown, but we will be taking a test. We will be doing our people drawing lesson. And yeah, so I'm gonna have some grades to enter and a lot of things to do, which is good. I am going to start my Friday off how I start every Friday by making my Friday to-do list. That way during my planning time, I can maximize all that time and know exactly what I need to get done. And at the end of the day, during computer time, I usually have them finish up their Lexia minutes if they still have minutes for their usage goal. And then when they're done, I let them get on PBS or Teach Your Monster to Read or Prodigy. So during that time, I will also be able to get some things done on my to-do list. So if I have everything listed out and just brain dump it now, it's gonna help me later. Good news is it's supposed to be a beautiful day today. It ended up being a really pretty afternoon yesterday. David and I went for a walk. It was sunny. It was gorgeous after all the storms. And I think today's supposed to be a beautiful day as well. So that means we'll probably get to go out to the playground. I think it's supposed to be sunny and 70, which is exciting. So I'm going to go ahead and make that to-do list and then get my Friday started. I literally already have hair falling out of this clip. Short hair probs. I don't know what to do with that, if I just tuck it there or if I should just like redo the clip. I don't know. I think we'll just leave it right now. Anyways, that is all. Oh, I just thought of something for my to-do list. Okay, I need to brain dump so my brain can like get rid of all the things that's going on it. But I will check in with you later on this wonderful Friday and let you know how things are going and how things went. Okay, y'all, kids were next level crazy today. I don't know if it's because the weather was rough yesterday and then it was nice again today. I don't know, but it was wild. We took a couple of assessments. Our first one was our syllable assessment. Let me show you what it looked like. I got this one online and I will link it because I really do like it. So here's what their recording sheet looks like. How many syllables do you hear? And then here's the teacher's script. And it had like, I said the word butterfly and there are 3 syllables, so they colored in 3. And then we just kept going. So it was a great little syllable assessment. I ended up putting it in as a test grade, and here's why. Because we started doing the test in the second block of reading. And we haven't taken like a unit test in reading in a while for our curriculum, but we have done a bunch of them before. We've done like 6 or so. It was like they had never taken a test before. They did so good on that syllable assessment. Like, I think the average was an A, like a 93, 92 or something. And then the first question on our test was circle the words with 2 syllables. And I read the word and it was like, I even went step by step and I was like, write the number of syllables you hear next to the word. If it has 2 syllables, circle it. And some of them still just like didn't follow the direction at all. Like, that shouldn't be a hard direction if you're listening. And I scaffolded and gave them a step by step and it still just didn't happen. So anyways, I don't know what I'm gonna do with those tests because I don't think they're an accurate representation of what they know, because the syllable assessment that I did at the table showed me that they do know how to count syllables. That showed me that they couldn't follow the test directions. I'm like, y'all, we've done so many of these. And it was after every single question, I was about to go like completely bananas. Like all day today, I was about to go bananas, for real. So I ended up putting the syllable assessment we did here as a test grade because I don't want to put that as like one of their only test grades and it like really hurt their grade when it's not an accurate representation of what they can do. And that syllable assessment, I mean, technically it was an assessment, it was like a test, and it shows me if they can do syllables, so test grade, that's great. Anyways, that is the scoop for today. So, we also did the picture drawing lesson, the people drawing lesson, which was good. I did not do math today because my brain was like not capable of doing it because they were not capable of doing anything listening wise. So I was like, I'm not about to pull my hair out and pull my teeth out trying to do this math lesson when I can do it on Monday and do it well. So we did the people drawing lesson. Let me get you some examples of what those turned out looking like. Let me get mine. I'm gonna have to rock the camera. There we go. Okay, so here was my example. I used the anchor chart, showed them how to draw. We talked about making it realistic, making it look like you, decorating our shirt, stuff like that. And they did really good. So here's a couple examples. Like, how cute is that? I love the hair on this one, super creative. I like the nose and the details in the eyes. We even added like the little whites in their eyes. How cute. So they turned out really good. And they were all really proud of themselves because I showed them like what like preschoolers draw, like with the circle with the arms and the legs and then stick people. And then I was like, which one looks better? And they were like, this one. And I was like, yeah, looks so much better. And then I gave them free time to draw whatever person they wanted. And then we put Tom and Jerry on the board. And that was the end of our day because that was all Miss Allen could handle today. So what I'm doing, I know those were blank at the top, but is I'm putting their names at the top, and I might have to put an extra staple in right there. I haven't, yeah, I'll probably have to staple it a third time. And then I'm stapling them and I'm gonna hang them up above on like our window ledge. and put like a sign that says our class family or something. So all their self-portraits will be up there. Can't show them to you because they have student names on them, but they will be up there and it will be cute. All right, I just finished hanging all of those, and it is like an arm workout to reach and like hang things up there. They look great though. We haven't had anything up there since snowmen, so that'll hold us till the end of the year. I'll probably take them down like the last week of school, which means in reality, they're only staying up about 6 more weeks, which is not very many because we're getting close to the end. We only have 7 weeks left and then 3 half days at the end. So yeah, that's all we've got. Anyways, I'm trying to think if there was anything else that happened today. I'm just out of patience, out of energy, out of everything. So I think I'm gonna wrap this vlog up here. Thank you so much for joining for part 2. I hope there was some useful information for you in this part of the vlog. As always, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any other teaching videos, lifestyle videos, Q&A videos, all kinds of things that I will be making in the near future. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I will see you in the next one.